in my ear.
Nah, I'm all good. Maybe.
I didn't hear shit. Yeah, what's going on, everybody? Welcome to the Odd Shop. Open those doors up, walk inside. It's the Odd Shop. I'm Dave Loughran, Lafayette_D, LOUGHY_D, hanging out with my man, Ben Rasa, at JazzRaz DFS. Mo Wagner, man. I think he was on the court for 30 seconds before he hit a three yesterday.
Hey, you know what? I did get I was watching college basketball. I got a text. I looked down and she was just, he hit a three. And I didn't even know the game started. So that was the anti-sweat fray.
Yeah, you said like no one likes to sweat. I didn't have to sweat that at no point. You know what burned me up though? We had the No House, and by the way, what's up, everybody? Happy to have you guys with us. Apologies, I'm a little shaky right now. I'm doing a 24-hour fast just to see if I can do it, Ben. And I have not eaten since dinner yesterday.
All right. Yeah, we planned the show out too. I had a bunch of stuff I wanted to talk about, including our No House Advantage parlay that would have hit. You haven't eaten in 24 hours. Is that what you just said that?
Yeah, I'm still drinking water, worked out, 2.5 mile walk, cooked bacon and some burgers today and abstained. Saying I'm eating them after this.
Why?
Because it's good for you.
No, I don't think that's
autophagy, right? Like after 24 hours, your cells begin to recycle. Your body begins to recycle bad cells. We'll get into this some other time. It's good stuff.
Okay.
Just trying to.
We're going to table that. Talk about
trying to live a little longer, bro. You should get with the picture.
Drinking water right now.
Me too. Lots of water. Love it. But just saying. Anyway, if the blood sugar drops and then I drop, you know what's going on. But the No House Advantage parlay yesterday. I mean, I thought I don't want to say we got lucky with LaMelo. I mean, he's done for the broken ankle. That's awful. He looked like it was going to kill us. He goes under. Killian Hayes goes under. Jalen Brunson goes under. We were in business. And all we needed was Bam Adebayo not to shoot like 20% from the field. And that game almost went to overtime. I thought maybe we get a shot. We 21x. You have to take an ice bath. Nope.
Loser. Jimmy Butler, absurd layup. Crazy shots by him late. I wanted to win, but I also felt a sense of relief when we went 4 for 5. I was quite nervous. Didn't want to take an ice bath. First of all, on the show, you said 15 seconds. Then you tweet out 30 seconds. So it just shows just a straight liar. But
yeah, that was a sneak. That was a snake in the grass type of move.
Yeah, that was a real low blow. Other than that, though, on the college side, some good, some bad. Baylor really got through, though. They dominated last night. I was really happy to see that. So we had some good, we had some bad. And listen, moral of the story, and I know you'd agree with this. When you're giving something that's a 21x, when you have a sweat for it, that's a win. That's mission accomplished. And we had a real sweat for that last night, and I'll take that any day of the week.
Yeah, because when you do hit that 5 of 5, it just clears losses for
like a month.
For a month, yeah.
Oh, look who's in chat.
Super chat from my buddy Steve Finkelstein.
Great guy.
Yeah, you want to talk about someone that cleaned up in the NFT? Boom. Steve cleaned up. I hit him up all the time. Like, hey, where you at on this? Said paying my dues for the boys delivering fire picks. What's up, man? Appreciate you. And if you guys haven't hit that thumbs up yet, could you take a single second? Atone for your sins. That's what we say in the DFS channel. Atone for your sins and wash yourselves clean of that stink. That's how it goes. Subscribe to the channel. Bow down before the YouTube overlords. And help us. If you hate this show, by the way, hit the thumbs down, but make sure to do it twice. Ready to talk some stuff? We got some great stuff over at OddsShopper today as well. Some very good stuff. We'll get in the news. We'll get into some good promos, same game parlay. DraftKings has got going on. We got some real nice XROI type bets sitting there on a 10-game slate at OddsShopper tonight.
Yeah, you mentioned it. Yesterday, we only had 4 games. And, the Pistons game was that was 3.5 games, really. We got 10 games, a lot of options. The board is filled with potential really good spots. And then, naturally, with this many games, there's also a bunch of big names, either sport and Q tags, obviously LeBron, not playing. So there's some news even before we dive in.
There is. And Justin said, if you guys hit a 21X, what does Ben have to do? Well, it was an ice bath, but we didn't hit. He said if we got 100 likes yesterday and the hit, he would take the ice bath. I said I would do it too. I'm trying to convince him that going forward, we're going to have like a community punishment thing where we have 4 options, and the loser of the day has to take one of the punishments. It won't be crazy stuff, but it will have to be. You guys tell me what you think. Ben is refusing to do this, and I keep telling him to be a team player.
Yeah, no, not a team player. Absolutely. Because people have no regard for human. It's like, yeah, it won't be crazy. Like, loser gives up an internal organ. Like, but it can be any organ. Like, no. We create them, and then they pick one. Okay, we'll see. Let's just focus on putting some W's on the board. How about that?
For now. LeBron's out, extended period of time. And if for those of you guys that like maybe coming from the DFS channel or relatively new to this, injuries don't matter as much for betting. Like they could. If you're paying attention to this and you have alerts set up, you can get in some really good stuff before the books pull other bets off the board, particularly with surprise injuries, right? Like Ben, surprise inactives. But with stuff like this, SGA out, LaMelo out, LeBron out, LaMelo news is unimportant, but like LeBron out, that's the TNT game. SGA out, that they're playing the night. De'Aaron Fox questionable, but if he's a true questionable, they're not going to be posting lines that are going to benefit us one way or the other.
No, the books are not morons. They're going to pull stuff off the board or it's already baked in. But at the same time, it's still good to be aware. You know, if you're looking at a game, particularly if you're like betting a side or something, you need to know like, oh, wow, the Lakers, it seems like they're getting a lot of points. Well, if you don't know the status of players, obviously that would be detrimental.
All right. They already have some good ideas. Zach wants to see you sing Weezer. See, like you have to sing. That's
I don't sing. I'm the only person in the country who's not on American Idol. We have 35 American Idols now. It's go ahead.
I will get chat to convince you that you're being
probably not. Teddy he goes in the ice tub apparently all the time. Says it's great, worth it.
And thanks for the super chat. So our Discord too, if you're ever looking for any of these things, Discord's free for the first week. Check it out over at links in the description. You get everybody's picks for everything, not just basketball. You can hang out in there and get picks and everything, news, all the important stuff. We got you covered. But how about this? DraftKings continuing with a $10 sweat-free same-game parlay, which means that in the event that you miss, that you don't hit, like yesterday, because old Mo V. No, that was a community parlay.
No, it was Bam.
That was No House Advantage. Oh, wait, Bam killed the DraftKings one too?
He was a double. Yeah, because he got even a better line over there. Remember?
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
Sorry. It's the truth.
But if you threw 10 on it at plus 500, you still got 10 back in risk-free bets or in bonus bets. I want to look at you want to build a same game parlay out for Memphis and the Lakers, see if we can redeem ourselves today.
Okay. That's a good, you mentioned that's the game. That's TNT, right?
TNT game. Yeah. Okay. No LeBron, but still a fun game. A lot of great players, you know, it's a good game.
I'm pulling up, yeah, here we go. I'll pull up a little OddsShopper Premium and see what the board presents. There's got to be some good. I saw some Anthony Davis ones this morning that I was pretty interested in. You want to get things started? Because I'm down to do this on DraftKings. We got a good game here with Memphis and the Lakers.
Yeah. I wanted to do Portland Golden State, but that's a late game. Everyone wants to sweat a little early. Lillard coming off a 71-pointer. I mean, that guy's just stupid good.
He's quite good.
I said this morning, he's the most exciting player in basketball. I put him over Stephen Curry, but that's a conversation for another time. We also need to set up.
Really?
We need a poll too for the community parlay. Ben, while I give this one out, you give me two options that we put in there. Yesterday it was 50 to 49%.
We got it right.
Yep. Chat got it right. Razor thin margins. Chat got it right. Give me one here, but I want to go in. I want to get into one first before anything else. So I'm looking at Jaren Jackson, points, rebounds, and assists. Okay. Now that's at 23.5 points. If you were to bet that straight, just straight minus 120, 23.5 points. You go into a same game parlay. They don't always give those options, right? But I like Jaren Jackson quite a bit today. Okay. What do you think of in the same game? They're giving 25 plus at plus money at plus 105. Now 25 plus just means 24.5 in a spot like this. There's no losing to the hook. Do you think that's a spot that we can start with here, even though we have to go up a point?
So that's something that you run into a pretty good amount, because what happens is you don't have the flexibility sometimes on same game parlays to choose the exact line you want. So what I'll do, this is what I always do, and we're going to do this on the fly here. If you go to the compare screen, and I'm here right now so I can easily pull it up, what I'll do, we have so many books. Some books price it aggressively, and they might have, and they do. I have it right now. So Bet Rivers and Unibet have Jaren Jackson's normal line, not same game parlay line, at 24.5. So when we look at it, it's at plus 100. What did you say? Plus 105?
Yeah.
Yeah. So right there, plus 100, like I'm fine with that. If we couldn't find it, you either have to do some like guesstimates or you kind of pass. And that sometimes is the case. But when it's only 1 point difference, you can see from the other books. We're fortunate that those books have it listed at plus 100. So if they have it at plus 100, we're getting plus 105. I'm completely content getting things started like that.
All right, let's do it. Jaren Jackson plus 105 here. It's a nice little spot here. 25 points, rebounds, and assists. And like you said, you're getting it where at other spots 24.5 would be even money. So I'm all about this one. Jaren Jackson, big game incoming for old J3 today. What do you got next?
Yeah, so again, I think we're gonna have to do some searching with some of these, because like Anthony Davis, his assists under 3.5. There's not really a great way to get that into the parlay per se, unless you have a way that I'm missing.
There isn't. There's only the overs on some of these.
Yeah, which is fine. Again, I think you can look to some of those, but I'm gonna keep searching for the points with some of these guys. You've got Beasley is up there. There's a good amount of XROIs that are positive on this game. So I kind of like this when I look at it. And I'm going to go to a guy like that with Malik Beasley's points. You've got 17.5, I believe is the line. Yeah, we've got it right here. We've got that as a pretty good under. And yes, you're paying a slightly more in the same game parlay, but it's enough where we're still coming out ahead. So I'm going to go with Malik Beasley under 17.5 points. Minus 125 is the best line for the same game parlay. It's minus 130, but I think that's good enough to be in there still.
All right, so that gets us to plus 270.
Okay.
In this spot. Now,
honestly, we're putting another leg, but that's not bad in itself.
No, it's not. But you got to do 3 legs to get this the bonus bets back. Plus 3 legs same game is always more fun than anything else anyway. So like we can't throw in Vanderbilt under assists or Davis under assists. Let's see. Does Jared Vanderbilt points, rebounds, and assists? Because we have that as the highest XROI bet in this game right now. 20.5 at minus 115. Okay. So let's go to this. Plus, I don't know about you, but my favorite type of props with bet, I love the stack combo. Like I love the PRA props. Love them.
Do you?
Yeah, love it. Because you can get there in a multitude of ways. And when you have guys that can contribute in a bunch of different ways, those are the ones I prefer to go there with. Like if it's a Malik Beasley, just give me point props, because he's not getting there through rebounds and assists, even though it's not going to be significantly more than his points prop. But with a guy like Vanderbilt, guy could have 15 rebounds in a game, You
do have multiple outs. I'll give you that.
Ton of outs. Where's he? Okay. So here's the problem. 20 plus is minus 185. And then it jumps to 25 plus at 210, plus 210. There's no common ground. There's no middle ground here at all.
And that's where this is why, the reality of the situation, you got to be careful with same game parlays. Now, the difference for me in my mind with this is that you've got the insurance because of the promo. And if you like it, I think we should go 20. You can't go 20 plus. That's a terrible line.
Yeah. From minus 115 to minus 185 on 1 point.
But 25 plus and really pump it up and know that you've got that kind of, safety net because of that. You're getting 9-1 on that.
All right. Vanderbilt coming off a little 15.17 rebound game.
Going to do it all with assists. Break the assist record tonight, guy.
Yeah, that ain't happening.
No.
That gets us to plus 900 though.
That's what I'm saying. Sometimes you gotta take the shot like that. again, you can mix and match, but you could be here all day. Scavenge. That's why the tool is so important.
So you think, especially given that it's, it's the insurance bet where you get it back, it just makes a lot more sense to go, hey, like, why
go
not?
for it.
Yeah,
absolutely. I mean, you have. Sorry, go ahead.
No. Jaren Jackson, we're actually getting good value on it plus 105. That's a fact.
I like Beasley's. That's what I'm saying. You've got two great ones, and now you're rolling the dice. There's no doubt you're rolling the dice there. But at 9-1 with a kind of that insurance, you can do a whole lot worse than that.
Okay, I'm in.
All right, one down.
Oh, by the way, DraftKings, if you haven't signed up, link is in the description. I'm assuming most of you guys are there. If you're not, though, they still have the 5 in the 150 promo where you're literally taking $5, signing up, takes 90 seconds. You're going, oh, okay, got $5, put it on a game. If that team wins, so bet it on money line, bet the biggest favorite because you'll get the 5 back, and then your turn. That team wins, it's $150. Worst case scenario, if you have the worst beat of your life and you lose, you don't get the 150, you're down $5. Very likely situation here, and I'm sure Ben can give you a massive favorite in college basketball. Put it on, let it ride, turn it into 150, and then we'll bet a bunch of good stuff together with these same games and over at OddsShopper.
Yeah, just bet Dayton. Dayton's not losing tonight.
No?
No. They play LaSalle. You boys.
You got to use the link though, but throw the 5 on Dayton and let it rip.
Yeah, it'd be fine.
What are you doing with the college basketball parlay?
Oh, here we go. Yeah, Delaware State last night. Good effort, boys. They lost by like 40 points.
What is it? 25 profit boost?
Yeah, profit boost. So I'm just going to run through this quick because we got so much to get to. We got PrizePicks Taco Tuesday. We've got NHA and so many things on the OddsShopper Premium. But if you are in the college basketball streets, here's 4 teams that I am comfortable with, and you're getting the boost. We've got the Butler Bulldogs, home dogs tonight against a good Marquette team. Bellarmine, Lofty's second favorite team.
Love that team.
In a win or go home in the Atlantic Sun tournament, they got Liberty tonight. Don't think they can win, but they're getting 16.5. You've got Duke at home, who has not been beaten in Cameron all year. You've got Arkansas on the road going to Tennessee. Another dog, but plus 6.5, I think is just a little too much. Those 4, you put them together and you get the 25% boost on top. That's serious, serious money. So not going to spend too much time on it. I like those 4 sides. They're going to be in Discord, and they'll be on my boost tonight.
All right, let's do it. Good. Some of these promos you just have to take advantage of if they're throwing them in your face.
That's what I mean. Like 25% boost like that, fire it up. You're going to get some. You got to be 400 min odds, but you surpass that even with some money line favorites in there if you want to go that route.
Looking at the OddsShopper parlay builder for PrizePicks, this one. 37% expected ROI on the PrizePicks parlay today.
PrizePicks has got some things where, again, this is the beauty of when you have this many games. Like, you got guys jumping off the screen in terms of options for some of these parlays. And we got the Taco Tuesday today.
We do. We have 6 of these with a 57+% win rate, expected win rate.
Yeah, that'll play.
That'll play, and more if you wanted to swap out, like if you like Beasley, or if you like some hockey props or Cam Johnson, any of these guys, you just swap them out. First week's totally free, by the way. OddsShopper, market-based approach. Ben, I'll let you explain it because you do a good job of it. If you're looking to like actually win money long term and be a successful bettor, and you're not looking to bleed out slowly, I'm just putting it very bluntly. It is the best way to approach betting, hands down.
No doubt about it, because the alternative is saying, okay, I'm going to take in my case, my one-man army of me and go up against the books and their team and all the people they have working to make these lines efficient. And yes, there are some sports maybe you can do that in some situations, but more often than not, you're going to bleed out, as you said. But what a market-based approach is, and what we're doing here, is we're saying, okay, let's just take a poll of all the books. We're going to gather all that information. We're going to get the lines and we're going to compare them. And if one book is off on one line, let's jump on it. The easiest analogy, I said it yesterday. If you have 10 books and 9 agree and 1 disagrees, who's more likely to be right? Honestly, are 9 books wrong, or is one book maybe a little behind on that play? what we do with the thousands of opportunities, we highlight the ones where one book disagrees and we jump on it. And when you put those together in some of these parlays, serious odds quickly emerge. So that is what we're doing here. It's simple, it's easy. And like you just said, if you've never done this before, just try it for free. And then if you don't like it, no problem. But you can come in here and see these for free for a week.
Links in the description. If you hate it, you can bounce. But yeah, check it out. Sign up. Takes a second. You're talking one free week, everything on it, from the PrizePicks parlay builder to the actual parlay builder, as many sports as you want, no house advantage parlay builder, the odds boost evaluator. And then, of course, the biggest thing here is being able to look at every single bet across all of the books available to you, and it spoon feeds you the best bets based on this market-based data. But I'm looking at PrizePicks today, man.
Yeah, let's build this.
You know what worries me? And I know that this isn't rational thinking, because once again, it's market-based, and this is very simply just how it works. But Malik Beasley over 3.5 threes, but then under 17.5 points is also a 58% X win. Figure that one out for me.
I mean, that just shows that, again, that all goes to the line. Obviously, what they're saying is an insane amount of his points are coming from threes, but you don't want to have those coexist. They can in a thing like PrizePicks, not together, but what I would do, both of them have opportunities, because with PrizePicks, you're not paying any juice. So we're really just looking for expected wins north of 50%. And it's no surprise that some of the guys we already talked about are here. Jaren Jackson, Vanderbilt is on this list. And then, guys like Looney and Brook Lopez and whatnot. But there is a lot of options that are north, not even of 50%, but of 55%. That is a lot of value potentially on PrizePicks today.
Malik Beasley over 3.5 threes.
Okay.
Jaren, that's 58% expected win. Jaren Jackson Jr. All right, there we go. I like seeing this. 57% expected win. Jared Vanderbilt over 20.5 points, rebounds, and assists. And these are already variants of what we've thrown into the DraftKings same game parlay. So I'm a fan. Kind of an all or nothing type night here, Ben, if we're talking PrizePicks and DraftKings, which I'm okay with. Brook Lopez over 12.5 points going up against Brooklyn. Kevon Looney under 9.5 points. Nick Claxton under 9.5 rebounds.
Yeah, I mean, these are the same type of plays that you're going to find across multiple books that have that potential. So when you look at Beasley and you look at Jaren Jackson and you look at Vanderbilt, the books right now, there's a consensus that there's a couple spots that don't have them priced accordingly. And obviously, again, on PrizePicks, we've got that even money across the board. So we've got that. I think my question is, are we going 6? Are we just going crazy here, 25x potential, or are we trying to get something a little different?
Yeah.
You just only swing for the, strikeouts or home run style. I'm more
usually on no house advantage, I'm going 3 or 4. I'll run some 5s for the 21x. On no house advantage, though, running the 5, or on PrizePicks, running the 5 player or 5 prop makes a lot of sense, because if you hit 4 of them, you're still 2xing. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
If you hit 4, you're still 2xing. If you hit 3 of them, you're still making money back. I'd like to go. I mean, maybe this is the night to go with 6, since so many of these have very high expected win percentages.
That's what I was going to say. I think with a 10-game slate, we can live a little. And again, the beautiful thing about our parlay builder over on OddsShopper, if there's one in there and you say, you know what, there's 6 props and we have them all basically graded out equal at 57%. I don't want Looney in there. Press remove, add in Lillard. Add in, you can take the hockey approach. You can put in Finney Smith. There's so many different guys. And if we go 5 of 6, a little 2x, that's the beauty. Because on a normal parlay, you go 5 for 6, all you got is a story or a complaint.
Mike, are you able to get these screen shares up? Okay. Yeah, you're good. So I'll just read them off because we get that up. But Nick, by the way, these are all from OddsShopper, pulling it straight from the parlay tool if you're using the free week or whatever, or you're just coming in here to get a peek behind the glass. Malik Beasley, do you want to swap out the Beasley over threes for the under 17.5 points? That is a question I have because we already have the under 17.5 in another one.
See, this is again, I'm fine with that, but you like to just live dangerously because
I know
we're going to sweep DraftKings. We're going to sweep PrizePicks. We're going to sweep
No. Hear me out, though. No, that's not true because we have the Jackson and the Vanderbilt one in here, too. So, like,
I know.
So I'm saying, like, even if, I don't know. I mean, Beasley's are one hedge on each one of these?
And chat brings up a good point. It's not NBA, but of course you can use this in our tool. We can put the taco in, the shots on goal for Mr. Tkachuk.
Oh, right.
In hockey, Matthew Tkachuk, 2.5 shots on goal is 28% off. That's a low-hanging fruit that we want to get in there.
Swap Beasley out for that?
Yeah, get him out of there. I want him out.
All right, swap him out for that one, and we're in business then. Yeah. I was yeah, good call though, Kyle. Get that Taco Tuesday in there. That's the whole reason we're doing this anyway. We had a few questions for you for college basketball. We'll run through a couple of these. Okay.
Sure.
So Georgia 13-3 at home, and our dogs against Florida, who's 3-7 on the road. I know you're a huge home road splits guy for college basketball. Where are you going with that?
So some of the members of our Discord are already in here talking about this. Florida, Castleton, who's their best big, has been hurt. They have not been the same team. Georgia's home. It's not a game, I'll be honest, that I looked at a ton. And looking at the tools right now, nothing jumps off the page in terms of value. But if I was going to bet the game, if you are looking to kind of splash, I think I would have to agree with chat here and go with the Bulldogs. They're looking at the compare page, plus 2-point favorite. So a live home dog. I'm pretty into that. Can I give you one more, Luffy? Am I allowed to derail the show a little more with college basketball?
Please do. And then I have a wild question for you.
Okay. Well, that sounds like I was worried about derailing show, and now I know what's coming. A couple people brought up Stetson, who I know is your third favorite team in college basketball. They play tonight, elimination game against Lipscomb. I like Stetson. I think they're going to not knock them off, but hold serve and ultimately maybe get their chance at Liberty in that conference. So if you're looking for an obscure team tonight, Stetson, the Hatters. Interesting nickname, interesting team.
Okay. Now, we had a question about from Hydro, over 140.5 in St. Louis VCU. Here's the great thing. I don't know college basketball, but I just pulled this up on OddsShopper and just threw VCU in the search and pulled it up.
Yep.
We have the under with a -5% XROI, the over 52% X win, -1% XRI. So nothing really pops here.
No. And again, that can mean a couple different things. The thing it means most obviously, and our man Mike just put it up on the screen. Appreciate you, sir. The lines are basically a consensus. And when the lines are all agreeing, it's saying there's really not a ton of value. And Hydro, another guy, good guy in chat, talk to him all the time, sharp dude. So that's one personally, looking at the tools, I would stay away because it's screaming no value on either side right now.
I first searched St. Louis, and what came up was St. Louis College of Pharmacy Eutectic.
Yeah, they might be playing tonight too. But
what does that even mean?
I don't know. Well, also, I thought you were going to say this. Look at the screen. St. Louis, their nickname, it's the Billikens.
Ooh,
you know what a billiken is?
A bird.
No, that's a pelican, you idiot.
What's a billiken?
I don't know, but it's not a bird. It's like a goblin.
Is it?
Yeah. What do you think? I made it up? Yeah.
Huh.
It's like I don't know. Chat can describe it better than me. A billiken is like a weird, like
it's goblin. A mythical good luck figure who represents things as they ought to be.
Okay. All right. Well said.
Why aren't any of them the shoe-billed storks? Great animal, an actual dinosaur, still alive. I don't think any team is a shoe-billed stork.
You know what's more absurd? before we get into the top plays over on NHA and some of these other great values. How is no team the Rhinos?
There's got to be a Rhinos.
There's no. I know.
90. Are there hippos?
Nope.
Giraffes?
Nope.
Really?
Nope.
Hyenas?
Nope. No Lion King. There are lions, but other than that.
Wow.
Yeah.
Antelope.
No.
Crocodile.
Yeah, no, the Grand Canyon's the antelopes, but
okay. All the sissy animals, huh? All the ones that get eaten. No predator.
What can I say? All right.
Let's look at our best bet. Let's look at the best bets today on OddsShopper. Okay. What do you say? Do a little odd shopping here?
Yeah, let's actually make some money. Now that we informed everyone what a billiken was.
So I want to know how you play something like how you'd play something like Jaren Jackson assist. So we got him 5% expected ROI. It's minus 185 over at BetMGM, 68% expected win. The recommended bet percentage we have is 6.5%. But like, are you cool betting something like that straight? Or are you looking to, 2-leg parlay that, just given that it's juiced heavily to the over?
So I think that's one of the, I don't even know what you want to call it, just things out there in the world that maybe is a little discredited, where it's like, oh, you can't lay that much juice. Like I'd lay minus 500 if the true value is minus 800. What do I care?
Right. So I just know it turns people off sometimes when they see that.
You have to manage. That's why it's really important. And again, to talk about this tool, we give you a bet percentage, because if you don't budget properly, you're going to be making bets that don't make a lot of sense bankroll wise. And something like that, when you talk about a guy like a minus 185, the X win percentage is so high that it's still worth it. And I'm fine with that. I know it's a weird bet, over under a half of an assist, but I'm fine with it.
I like Jared Vanderbilt over 20.5 points if you're betting that straight, or points, rebounds, and assists a lot. That's our best bet on the board, I think. Yep, that is our best bet on the board, along with Malik Beasley, under 2.5 assists in this game. And you guys know, I've said it a million times, but like, you don't have to follow along on screen share. The first week is free. Just go in the OddsShopper using the link down below, click shop bets, NBA, boom, you're in. Go to list view. Don't use grid. I'm telling you right now, list view is so much better.
Yeah, we got list view up on the screen right now. And to me, it's just way cleaner.
A lot from this Memphis and Lakers game. I'm not surprised though, either. There's, and you know why I say this? Like, it's a market-based approach, but this is kind of uncharted territory in a sense, with LeBron out and Russell expected out. So a lot of these books are just going to have different lines on these.
That's the key. That's what we need. Disagreement. If every book is the same, there's no value on either side, because they agree and the books know. That's the whole point of this approach. What we're looking for is a disagreement where the smart books all agree, and some of the books that maybe don't know what's going on don't agree. And we say, wow, look at that. Let's jump on that right now. And you see that you got some dudes. You remember the guy yesterday? Frankie Vetrano?
Yeah, Frankie V, you mean?
Yeah, that worked. That like these things work. You don't even need to know who they are. And in a lot of these sports, I actually don't. When you're talking about like obscure hockey players, I don't follow that stuff. I got to ask you this though. Got the top bets up. You mentioned Jackson. We've talked about Vanderbilt a lot. The third bet right now in NBA, in terms of our best bets, is Damian Lillard under 8.5 assists. And when I say Damian Lillard and under in the same sentence, it's a scary proposition. Is that something that you expect? And not even do you like it, because I know you do, because again, a market-based approach, we're giving you the answers. But are you surprised to see the market maybe a little too high on him, or you think it's natural after a huge game like that?
Yeah, can I stray off course, get a little
Sure.
Analytical here? I like the under here, yeah.
Okay.
I'll tell you why, too. Okay, so he had a 54% usage rate last game with Anthony Simons off the floor, which is just outrageous. Now, in the minutes he's played, like 350 minutes without Anthony Simons this season, he still has a like 36% assist rate, which is still very good. Don't get me wrong. But this team really lacks shooters. That still to me is a big number. And I'm not surprised to see them kind of all over the place in terms of where everything's at. Another thing, he had 11, and this was a bet I was going to give out anyway, even if it wasn't on OddsShopper. Just, sometimes we stray off course. He had 11 potential assists last game, Ben.
Mm-hmm.
That's not bad for most players, but I was a little bit surprised to see that, to get over this number, you'd need 9 assists from Damian Lillard. That is still a lot for a guy that could potentially be operating with another, 40-50% usage rate again. That's a pretty big number.
Yeah. And again, I think it's not a shock to see some of the books maybe overreacting to that and give us a little opportunity. We just had a question from chat, friend of the show. Zach Morris said, Bane rebounds. That is one, looking through all the opportunities. It doesn't stand out. It's not graded overly high. The over and the under are both in the negatives, which again, all that means is that the books have correctly priced it. So no value on Bane rebounds today.
I think you can really start to find where there's uncertainty in a game, you're going to get discrepancies and differences in the market, right? I'll give you an example of one, right? Teddy asked, any good THT props, Taylor Horton Tucker. So this is a game where you're without Colin Sexton and you're without Jordan Clarkson. So there's going to be some unknowns here for sure, right? And, as smart as everybody is behind these books, paying them a ton of money, I don't think you come to a consensus on something like this. You understand? You know what I'm saying? Like, yeah. I think it's real hard to come to a consensus on something like this where it's kind of, again, uncharted waters. We have a Taylor Horton Tucker prop. FanDuel under 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists. That's a big number. I mean, 28.5 points is a big number. It's at, let's see, where are we at on FanDuel? Minus 108. Yeah, everywhere else.
I have it.
What's that?
Sorry, yeah, go ahead. I was just going to say, I have the other books, and none of them are at minus 108. I'll tell you that much.
These are the type of bets that long-term you're making money on because you're stealing money by finding the book that's giving you the best odds. Significantly better odds on the under for Taylor Horton Tucker, 28.5 points, rebounds, and assists. So yeah, there are some good bets. Look, for a fact that, like, if you have, my guess, Ben, is that most often the best bets we're going to find on OddsShopper, right? If we're scrolling these or even sorting by XROI, oftentimes it's going to be in a lot of these spots where there are question marks. And is it any surprise to you that some of the best bets are coming from, say, Utah today? We have some coming from Washington with Kristaps Porzingis out. You look at the Lakers with LeBron James out, D'Angelo Russell not expected to play. It's not a shock to me that a lot of these books are posting wildly different lines.
Uncertainty always creates opportunity. That is a given.
I love that line. I made that.
What?
I'm kidding.
I've never heard you say that. And yeah, get that out of here. No, but it's true.
Dude, I've been saying uncertainty breeds opportunity forever, but I think it's just something we probably all heard, and then I assumed I made it.
Yeah, no, that's more accurate.
But it's a great line.
Again, this is what happens when you don't under 28.5 at minus 108. When you have other books at under 28.5 at minus 125, like that is all you need to know. That's a pretty good one. Again, there's so many options tonight, and that's the beauty of it. 10 games. Some of these are going to move quickly. Others have been up for quite a while. So I feel good about this. Yeah, and the website does update super frequently. This thing is like, boom, things change, and immediately the percentages change.
Well, that's what Kyle said. He said Bane rebounds was good earlier than it moved. Think about it, though, Kyle. You might have a book that's getting it. Like, people using a tool like this, right? And seeing that discrepancy, hammering that Bane prop, and then they go, shit, we have to move this.
Yeah, everyone else moved. We got to catch up.
Right. So the idea is to get in there while it's still a good bet. You know what I mean? And plus, if you guys have any more questions, we can look these up right here. Or, of course, use the link and just get a week for free. But, yeah, it makes for fun stuff. Looking through some of these. Undershot bets, check this out. You have Memphis game. Damian Lillard, that's an interesting one too. There's another one though. Anthony Simons, only the second game. This will only be the second game that Dame's played without Simons all year. So uncertainty there. Another Memphis or Lakers. There's a ton of these, man. All of them up top as the best bets on the board today.
Oh yeah, there's a wide variety. The other thing that's nice about 10 games, sometimes the best bets, not that there's anything wrong with this, but it's like, oh, it's 7 assist props. And that's really where you're going to, like, we got 3-point props, your favorite points, rebounds, assists, a couple assists, rebounds are up there. There's a million different directions here. I already snuck a peek. I know we're about to go there. While you were talking, not that I've said I wasn't listening, but I was over on our No House Advantage parlay builder, just looking for some of the ones that are populating over there. And there's a couple new ones over on NHA that we haven't talked about yet.
Let's get into it. Before we do though, 2 things. Zach asked about Isaiah Joe and Giddey. I think real quick though, for the sake of the audience and helping everybody out here, I think we pull that one up because SGA is still out, and that might create a little bit of opportunity as well.
Okay. Oklahoma City and me, we don't get along.
I get it. Let's just see if there's anything in there. Plus, you can just super easily sort by a team. So like go
thank
in,
God.
Click OKC, apply the filter, and boom, we're in business. Sort by XROI. I don't think we're going to see anything. Kenrich Williams points over 8.5. That's a nice little bet. That's a nice bet. Lou Dort under 24.5 PRA. What's up?
Yeah, no, I was saying Dort and Isaiah Joe is on there.
Yeah, as a plus XROI bet, actually. Yeah, over points, rebounds, and assists. Not our best bet on the board.
Under
22.5. Okay. Yeah.
Slight edges. It's not, I mean, when you look at this game, there's really nothing on the Sacramento side that stands out a ton. And that's fine. They're just not a team that's grading out with a ton of value tonight in the betting market.
Yeah, try the tool out for yourself. It's free. All right. We got to redeem ourselves. Oh no, dude, we need a poll. We need to get the poll in there for the community parlay.
Okay. Well, I've got the game.
Okay, give me the game, Mike. Throw this game up. It's sides. So we doing sides?
Yeah, it's just you talked about it. We weren't going to do the same game parlay here. Let's put the Blazers and the Warriors. This is a game I can't wait to watch tonight.
Love it.
Right, Mike, we've got a 4-point spread. Portland is a 4-point underdog. Golden State's a 4-point favorite at home. Chat, you're going to determine, are we going Blazers with the points? We lay in the points with the Warriors. That is going to be the third leg of our community parlay at the end of the show. We're going to talk NHA right now. Also, our man Hydro said Duke, Indiana, and Kansas all to win is boosted on FanDuel. Really I don't see how any of them lose either, to be honest. Famous last words, but
I'm going to tell you straight up, dude.
Yeah, tell me straight up.
I'm going with my boy Dame Lillard today. And I'm working under the assumption that he's just going to keep torching. No Wiggins, no Steph still. Yeah, you got some players. Jordan Poole's a nice player. Draymond Green's expected to play. I'm taking you get 4.5, by the way. You
can shop it. You can.
I am right now. You get 4.5 at MGM.
Okay. Well,
give me that all day. You guys better ride here. Let's how do you bet against Dame Lillard? All right, let me select this.
Fine, I'll vote now. Here we go.
I just voted. We need to redeem ourselves. Yesterday, PrizePicks.
I don't need to redeem anything. I got it right.
What?
What do you mean? The community parlay.
No house advantage. No house advantage. No house advantage. I blew up the community parlay.
Thank you.
I get it.
I wanted to get in there. My work's done here.
I blew it up. I get it. But no house advantage. We went 4 of 5.
We did.
Like we had a real sweat, like a legitimate sweat. Listen, close only counts in horseshoes and hand grenades. That's something that's a line I came up with
you invented that too?
A few years back.
Smart.
Yeah. The only thing certain, here's another one you like. The only thing certain in life, Ben, are death and taxes.
Mm-hmm. And Stetson tonight. And they're going to win. I'm telling you. Stetson's going to win. Good.
Yeah. I don't know what I just,
it just came to you.
We go 4 or 5. We had a legit sweat. We would have 21x. You would have been in the ice bath. If we go 5 of 5 today, will you do it?
No, absolutely. Because we're gonna go 5 of 5. I've seen this tool. I know what's going on here.
All right, how about this? Because there's no way we're hitting 100 likes because there's 182 watching right now. If we hit 100 likes and we go 5 for 5, will you do it?
Still no, but
15 seconds, not 30.
No. We're not doing that.
They're a pussy.
If we go 0 and 5, then I'll do it for extra punishment because that's not going to happen.
Dude, I would do it without anything.
Go ahead. You haven't eaten in a whole day.
I know.
You have no standards of living, obviously.
Yeah. Eventually, I'm gonna grind you down, and you're gonna realize it's good to push yourself, man. See what you're capable of. We weren't designed as humans to live lives of luxury.
Would fool me.
I know. I'm telling you though, dude. That's why you probably could feel better than you do. Forget about it. Let's build a parlay. If it hits, you take the ice bath, but we have to get 100 likes.
Sure, but no. Put it up on the screen.
All right,
here we go. NHA parlay. Let me ask you first question before we get into the weeds. Are we going 21x again?
Your call.
I think we should go 11x. I think we should press remove.
You want to go 4?
Yeah, I love the 4 for 11x is a great deal.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. So there's a give and take here. By the way, $100 first match deposit bonus. If you deposit 100, it's going to show that you have 200 in your account. Same things at PrizePicks. So links are all down there. I'm not going to spam these to you guys. I'm just saying, if you want to get involved in all these, all the links are down there. Don't sign up without getting promos on any of these books because you only get them once. The great thing about NHA is you could go 4 of 4 and 11x, which is more than you would get at PrizePicks if you went 5 for 5. But if you hit 3, or if you hit like 4 on a 5 where you 21x on a 5, you don't get anything. So that's the give and take, Ben. If you get 4 or 5 on PrizePicks, you still 2x. You get 3 of 5, you still make 0.4x back. So you have to decide like which are you playing for? You're playing for the big ones with the much better multipliers, much better payouts on smaller on fewer legs, or you're playing it a little bit safer where then you could still 10x.
And again, both of those at times I absolutely love. And I mean, I'm not the only one. These sites are exploding, but I think for the show right now, I think we should go with a 4x. Obviously, it's all or nothing on NHA. And try to hit an 11x return. 4-leg 11x.
Okay.
We have so many good options here.
I know. Dame Lillard under. Oh, that scares me so bad. Under 51 points, rebounds, and assists on old Dame.
I like it. I know I'm a real sicko, and it can end real bad because he could legitimately score 55 points, real points. Yeah.
51.5 PRA is still a lot of points, though. There's no denying that. I get it. You want to, all right, so we'll keep that one then. What do you want to remove?
So I'm just going to read them off right now. We got, when we look at the options up top, you've got Looney is one of them. You got Lillard, Hurdle, Siakam. I'd like to pull Kevin Looney personally. I'm not saying I disagree with the play. They're all about the same X wins. That would be my vote. Do you have a guy in there that you want to replace? Because again, there's so many options for NHA when you're on the parlay tool. It's endless.
Kevon Looney under 9.5 points. Murray 30. Mike, can you check? Mike, go into tools on OddsShopper, drop down and go to NHA. It's already gonna populate this. It's gonna populate this for us. There we go. Keep this up on the screen so everyone can see what we're sweating together here. If I had to pick one, I'd be taking off the Pirtle points.
That's fine. That would probably be my second one.
Plus, here's the thing, right? Looney still has the highest X win of any of these.
So, Luffy, I know we're both, we try to be men of the people. Got a couple requests in chat to just do a best 3.
Okay. All right.
I'm okay with that.
Are they asking no house advantage or just like a 3-leg parlay? Because we're going to close the show out with a 3-leg parlay.
Yeah, we do have the community. Well, I'll say this. How about this? We're going to stick with the 4 leg here. The beauty of this tool, take the 4 leg, press remove on the leg you like the least, and you've got your 3 leg. Look at that. How's that?
Yeah. Let's take Pirtle out.
Yeah, get him out of here. That's
take
good.
old Jakob Pirtle out.
Okay.
Kevon Looney under 9.5 points. DeJounte Murray over 30.5 PRA points.
That's my favorite one. I love that spot.
I like that. 56% X win. Lillard under 51.5 points, rebounds, and assists. Oof. And we already showed some love for under 9 or 8.5 assists as well. So we just need him not to go nuclear with a 50% usage rate today. Scares the shit out of me.
It's a big if, but again, the value's there. That's all you can do.
Also, to be fair, 51 PRA and 51.5 PRA is like a normal Giannis Antetokounmpo prop.
Yeah, I mean, the crazy thing again about Dame is he might have like 3 assists and a couple rebounds and still gets there because he just pours in 50 real points.
Right, but what I'm saying is like you are still in Giannis territory here. It is a high number.
Oh, it's massive.
Not to say you can't do it. Giannis is at 46.5. I love that on OddsShopper. I just type a name in and pop it up right there.
It's like Jokic. I mean, just
whoop. Doncic is 48.5 today. And Nikola Jokic PRA is, where else are you finding stuff this quick? 45.5. So 51.5.
That's a big number.
Especially compared to everybody else, like in the top tier of basketball today.
Yeah, I mean, last leg on this is Siakam. I'm indifferent to it. Clearly, it's a good play. It belongs in here. You're comparing it against Vooch and another, Braden Point in hockey. That's going to be a great game tonight. Cannot wait to watch that Panthers Bolts, but that's another show for another time.
Yeah.
Right. So you have options. I think the 4 we have right now loaded into the NHA parlay is what I want to put together.
Let's do it then. We got it on the screen right there. Let's lock them in. Let's bounce back after yesterday.
Yeah. I don't even view yesterday. I know, as you mentioned, your famous quote about horseshoes and hand grenades, but I don't even view it as a bounce back. When you're going 4 or 5 and you have that real sweat, that is all you want to do because that pays off in the long run. 21x.
But we had a taste.
Yeah. I had a taste of almost an ice bath. Real good.
Act like that would be horrible for 15 seconds.
It's not even that. It's by the time I would have done to do that, the tweet would have said, Jazz Raz is going to sit in the ice bath for 5 minutes. Come check this out because the way you operate.
All right. If you guys have any bets that you have questions on in the final 5 minutes while we build this community parlay, hit us with them and we will rapid fire run through some of these. If you have any questions, preferably no, wild arbitrary ones that would take us forever to find on other books that don't exist anywhere else. But yeah. And what's up, Israel? Good to see you here, man. Nice to see some of the DFS community in here as well.
Yeah. Good people. Oh, we got a good one right off the bat, Luffy.
Okay. And hey, deeper dive live before lock. For those of you DFS players out there, 10-game slate tonight over on the Stochastic DFS channel. We got, that's where it all began. That's where everything began. So, all right. What, Dennis Schroeder over under 15.5? That one, Ben?
Yeah.
All right. And of course, these props, Dennis Schroeder, this is with the assumption that D'Angelo Russell is not playing today. He's doubtful. So just keep an eye. If you're in our Discord already, you'll get hit with that news, but just keep an eye out. Maybe it's unlikely. That's why he's doubtful. But points. All right, so I'm actually seeing 14.5 everywhere.
It's moved down, but regardless, Mike brought it up on the screen already. Perfect. You see the red everywhere. The books are pretty unanimous in where those lines are. No real value for him tonight.
Okay. And then Hydro and NJ, Bucks money line, a lock with Giannis playing.
What's that money line at? Let's see.
Nothing's ever a lock, but I remember, I live bet chased the Bucks so hard last year against Portland when Portland was down to guys that you'd never heard of. Lillard was done. Simons was done. Yusuf Nurkic was done. They had nobody, Ben, nobody. And And it's a mistake. Like, once in a while I get sucked in where I go,
Yeah, of course.
What?
I said, of course, I've been there.
Yeah. You've done it because you're looking at, you're like, they can't, dude, there's no better tweets or the messages than Ben that getting from when I tail one of his college bets. And he's like, they can't keep missing this many threes. And that's how I felt with Milwaukee. They were fully healthy. They got smoked by Portland. They were 14-point dogs and they won by like 20. But let's see.
Yeah, in the minus 250 range, I think that's what you're going to find. It's not going to jump out in terms of the value because the books are pretty unanimous, but I agree that they do win around that percentage. So if you're going parlay piece, you're probably going to get a small plus or minus. It's not going to be drastic.
All right. And then last one here. It's a good one. We had a few. Okay. We had two about Bridges. So one of Ruben has been over this. Let me show you why this is so powerful. All right, Mike, throw up Mikal Bridges. Because someone asked about over 19.5. Right after Sailor Made it asked about 20.5 on Mikal Bridges. So go to Bridges, Mike, and then do me a favor. Go to grid view, not list view. Because then we can click on his name here. Look for the over. There you go, Ben. There is a Bridges 19.5 over, but not showing us a ton of value.
Yeah, but it's still good to do this. Again, this is part of the scavenger hunt. Now, the tool does this work for you, which is the beautiful part about it. But I like to get into the weeds with some of these and do that. Look at that. Look at this comment from Ritz. I personally dislike notifications, but I turn them on so I'm not late for this show.
Appreciate you, dude.
That is what we want to do here because we're going to be doing this every single day, Monday through Friday. We're going to build this up. Lopez minus 110.
Only second time we've done this show.
That's true. Both times you've said some obscene things, but that's all right.
Like what, man?
No, you said some. I don't even need to rehash them.
All right.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. And again, I've said this so many times. These are going to change throughout the day. That's why it's great to just have the tool up, press refresh, boom, see what's at the top, go to the books, bet it. Simple as that.
I did want to answer one more because this is a great question. Teddy asked, what about Lauri Markkanen? He should see very high usage tonight. Yeah, no doubt about it, man. With Jordan Clarkson, Colin Sexton out, massive usage expected for Lauri Markkanen. Man, that point prop is up there, though. I mean, it's sitting at what? What's the best over we can find? Over 30.5 points. DraftKings minus 105, minus 6 expected ROI. Though it's Ben, I get why people like Markkanen over today just because of the usage, but these books are already baking in the fact that he's playing without Sexton and without Clarkson.
That's the thing. It's first of all, as a Jazz fan, this guy's I cannot. He is amazing. He has been just awesome, but the books have priced that in, and that's the difficult nature of it, and that's why, unfortunately, there's no value on his props right now. If a book moves and things adjust, someone gets ruled out for Utah, you press refresh, and you might see a whole different story.
Yeah, and Zach, exactly same thing with Olynyk. It doesn't mean there aren't going to be good bets out there. It doesn't mean that at all. It just means you want to be cognizant of the fact that these books aren't dumb. Like, yes, uncertainty is going to create some good opportunities. Olynyk under 6.5 rebounds is a +3 expected ROI, +3%. Like anything we know, they know and more, just given who they have behind the scenes. This is why this helps us and guides us. All right. We got 202 people hanging with us. This is awesome for the second time we've done this show.
So sick. Appreciate each and every one of you guys. Let's get,
can we get 15 likes to 100? You think?
We can do it. I didn't even, we only need 14. I didn't hit the like button.
Oh, I hit it the moment we walked in the door. All right.
Oh, wow. Good for you.
Community part. I promise I won't go some wild Mo Wagner today. Listen, it was a great bet on our tools, and a lot of times that hits, and when it does, you keep betting stuff like that, you're going to be profitable. Yesterday, we weren't.
Long run, that's fine. I mean, you did let me and the community down because we both rolled to victory. But yeah, look at those. Look at those beauties. right on the screen. Now, should we unveil what the community did here? Because I haven't seen the results of the poll.
Me neither. Let's do it.
Okay. Where are they going?
Whoa. All right.
See what you did? Very different.
Very different than yesterday. We're about to crush 100 likes too, so appreciate you guys.
Oh yeah, ready for UFC is going to be wild.
Do you want to announce these results?
Sure. So the vote is in the Blazers, runaway 68% of the vote at 4.5 over the Warriors. So clearly Portland is the first leg of the community parlay today, plus 4.5.
So clearly, because myself and everyone in the community is on the Blazers, we have to lay the points with the Warriors, right?
Oh yeah, I'll be nuking them. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, I actually do lean to Portland in this game as well. But
especially because you can find them at 4.5 too. Like,
I hope it's not because of Dame. That's all I want to say. Just let it be someone else.
All right. So here's the good news, because I was thinking about throwing Dame under 8.5 assists in there, which, by the way, that has no bearing on whether or not you like Portland.
Absolutely not.
Because he could just go, but we can't put that in the community parlay because that would mean we have that game and we have Dame. So now we got to switch it up a little bit. I'll let you go first. We start the parlay, Mike, with, oh wait, what book do you want to do?
It doesn't matter to me. We're going to have to find a 4.5. So let me pull up the compare tool real quick.
Does DraftKings have 4.5? I know MGM had 4.5.
MGM definitely has it. Okay. MGM, we're in business.
All right. So we're going to go
bet MGM 4.5.
And I know you guys might think it doesn't make a difference to get like these half points and stuff. So I didn't mean to interrupt you, but it does make a big difference over the long run.
Super difference. Like if you're making hundreds of bets a year, like if it's $1 or $2, you're talking about thousands and thousands of dollars a year.
Even small wagers. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
All right.
Especially small wagers. It's crazy.
Talk to me.
Okay. So even though they're taking money, and you can definitely shop this depending on what book you are doing, but I'm still comfortable at the number over at BetMGM. You can find better than this agnostically. I like Arkansas tonight.
We're going college basketball.
It did last night. It worked out just fine.
All right. So we're going Arkansas.
Arkansas, you're going to find 5.5. You save VIG. That's why, because they're pushing pressure. There's a lot of 6s out there. But at minus 105, I'm okay with that. This team is healthier than they've been. Tennessee is definitely a good team, but I'm not overly scared. Give me Arkansas in college basketball tonight.
Okay. I'm tempted, not in this parlay, but I'm just tempted to go Portland money line. Not in this, not in the parlay, but I kind of have a nice feel about Portland today. But man, it seems like all of us do, and that never ends well. What do you say? What do you say with we go over to OddsShopper and find one of the highest XROI bets on BetMGM?
That's easy enough for me.
All right. So let's see here. Here's what I'm going to do. This is how we're going to find our third leg. All right. I'm just going to go to shop bets. I'm going to go to sort by XROI, and I'm going to find the first bet that has the highest XROI on BetMGM.
Mm-hmm.
All right. How's that sound? Good?
Yeah, I'm looking.
It's Malik Beasley under 2.5 assists.
Is it really?
Yeah. Plus 125. I'm a little nervous with the plus money because we already.
That's all right. You're getting paid off on it. That's the whole point.
Yeah, that's true. You want to plug it in?
I think any of those work. You've got the Jaren Jackson assists is over on BetMGM as well. Yeah.
I just went into our parlay builder too for MGM. I just want to see what the best parlay is. And okay. Interesting. Very interesting. 6% expected win on that, 35% expected ROI. It's plus 2,094. So 100's paying you out $2,194. Kevon Looney over 1.5 assists. Jaren Jackson Jr. over 23.5 points. H. Tyson. Now, you're a fan of H. Tyson. Do you like H. Tyson? Because I don't even. Oh, Hunter Tyson. Okay.
The guy on Clemson?
Yeah, the guy on Clemson. Over 7.5 rebounds. I can't bet college basketball.
Neither can I. That's why I didn't know what you were talking about.
All right, I'm pulling that one.
Okay.
And we're going 3-leg because I'm pulling Jordan. Kyle Kuzma under 36.5 points, rebounds, and assists.
I mean, all of these, when you're talking about it, this is why you got to take that long-term view. You're talking about a parlay. What was that? North of like 20-1?
Yeah. It was 21-1 with the 5 legs.
Yeah, exactly. So again, if you hit that, like, more than 5% of the time, good things are going to happen. But 93% of the time, you're probably losing it, but that's all right in the long run. Good things are going to happen. So yeah, no Hunter Tyson on my card tonight, unfortunately.
Okay. I like just messing around with stuff on here, swapping in.
You can spend. I would know. You can spend so much time just like digging into bizarro stuff. Like in hockey, these shots on goal props, it's absurd.
I know.
It's like, oh, okay, random guy on the Ducks. Don't know who you are, but there's an 8% ROI. Boom, bet it.
Well, we smashed 100 likes. Appreciate you guys. Follow Ben at JazzRazDFS, me at Lafayette_D. Thanks to Mike for producing this one. Tough task today for sure on this show. We're doing a ton of screen sharing. Appreciate it. And tell your friends about this show. We're gonna hang out. Listen, if you have any recommendations too, if it's hey, can we evaluate these bets? Can we look on OddsShopper and go over these? Link in the description. First week is entirely free. We can all go over these together, follow along together. What a way to find the best bets of the day and do it as a community, man.
Couldn't say it any better than that. No, tomorrow, we get a real special treat on this show. You don't want to miss tomorrow's show. I'm not going to tell you what it is. But 4 o'clock Eastern, of course, every day here on the OddsShopper channel. We're going to be breaking down, making money together, and, of course, just having a good time. So we appreciate you guys getting us started on the right foot with the Odd Shop.
Yo, hit us both up on the Twitters so we can have some fun whenever things go well or they go south. We'll be there. Hopefully you will too. Appreciate you guys. Remember, subscribe, thumbs up, all that good stuff, and we'll see you back here tomorrow on the Odd Shop.